Welcome back, y'all. Pokey Lambo here. Today we are going over the hottest cards and sealed product from the Mega Block. And guys, I'm gonna be honest here. There wasn't really much going on with the Mega Block this week, and I think it's kind of interesting how it feels like things have kind of not slowed down, but definitely the brakes have been thrown on, and it seems like things aren't going up as rapidly as they were. So this could be a new little top that we're at right now. We could see things slowly start to come down a little bit, or maybe we get something else that kicks it off again before the 30th. But I wouldn't be surprised if we kind of are at the point where things are going to just coast to the 30th. But let's get right into what cards and sealed product are moving and are on the trend up. And we have the Archeops promo from the Fossil Museum. And the art's pretty cool, but I actually really like this stamp a lot. I'm not crazy about the stamps that they usually do, but I actually think this one is pretty nice and creative when it comes to it just being a half art. It's unique enough. I like this Pikachu way more than the 25th and the 30th, but it is what it is. Pokemon makes the decisions that they do for a reason. And the market price for this is 161 currently, but we can see more of the listings here around like 140. And we'll have to keep an eye on this one to see if it drops down below $100, and really just how many of these are out there, because we're not really seeing any of these sold yet. So someone must have just gotten their hands on these early, but thought it was cool enough card to put in here, even if it's not released yet. I definitely could see this one being a cheaper one, but I don't know with those stamps if we have any other ones like that. The Mega Lucario Gold card from Mega Evolutions base took a nice little spill here from 276, and now it's down at, or it was down at 220, 230, and now it's, starting to move back up a little bit. So we'll have to see if this one actually recovers or if it's just gonna stick right back down here. But looks like there's just a few more 0%, so easily could be back up to $300 before we know it. So could have just been some manipulation going on there with this gold card, but easily should be back up to $300 before we know it. We have the Psyduck from Ascended Heroes, though. This one's up 22% for the month. Market price is 112, and this one was very popular with a lot of people, and it is just a IR. I don't really know if it's the hardest one to pull, but yeah, $112 for an IR. It's definitely nothing to scoff at. The Pikachu from Ascended Heroes got a nice leg up there from last week. It topped out here at 1400, but now it's back down to around 1360. It overtook the Gengar. You can see one here at 1200, but yeah, well above $1,300 there for the Pikachu from Ascended Heroes. We have the Ascended Heroes Elite Trainer box case, and this one is up 17% for the month and just steadily climbing up there. Nothing crazy, but we can see a couple of these being sold in the last few days. Market price $2,105. So this thing really has a lot to prove, for me at least. to see what happens once we start to see the reprints, because I'd be very curious to see how quickly it drops, if it's going to do kind of what Prismatic did this last reprint of Prismatic, or if it's going to perform how Prismatic did when it first came out and then started getting reprints. And I'm just going to be keeping a close eye to see the rate at how quickly Ascended Heroes starts to drop, because to me that'd be more of an indicator of the strength of Ascended Heroes. But it really could be best set that we've ever gotten. So we'll have to see. This set is still insanely new, so anything can happen. We have the Ascended Heroes mini tin display, and it is up 22% for the month. Market price $316, and it's kind of the same thing where, you know, shot up a little bit, it's come back down a little, so nothing too crazy, but it is up, and it's just another one of those items that I think it's worth keeping an eye on, because these mini tin displays can do pretty well, especially with the specialty sets. Now, the main thing that was really hot this weekend, especially where I live, is Chaos Rising, because I have not seen any of this product on my shelves at my LGS, nothing. So this is a pretty popular set, it seems like, and it seems that it's actually holding up pretty strong. And with Phantasmal Flames running up the way that it is, it kind of just makes sense that Chaos Rising would do the same and be right there with Phantasmal Flames. Like, obviously, it's not priced as high, but it has that potential to be. And the Gold Star Greninja here at $321, we can see the most recent sales here are over $300. So we kind of have that bottom there for the Gold Star. Now, the SIR market price is $400, and we can see there's a few being sold just below $400. So that was pretty predictable. I definitely saw this thing sitting around $400. It could have possibly dipped down to $300, which I still think it could, especially if we start to see a lot more of these being opened. But it's always hard with how quickly people are grading these cards. We might not even see a ton of these singles hit the market, but right now we have 65 listings here on TCG Player. Now, the booster bundles for Chaos Rising, their market price is $46.25, and definitely when these booster bundles are up as high as they are right now, that's not a great sign for it to hit MSRP, but pretty decent buy volume here. Nothing too crazy, like, yeah, 400 on the 22nd and then slowly ticking down. But the reason why I don't think that's too crazy is because we'll get into it right here with the Elite Trainer boxes, and they're at $90 market price. We can just see within the last few days, like the 22nd, there we go, 512 sold, and then yeah, 200, another 200, just a ton of these bad boys selling at this price. And for me at $90, I'm gonna pass. Like, that is too rich for my blood, and it's a really cool ETB. Don't get me wrong, this is probably my favorite ETB art-wise from the Mega Block, and yeah, I don't even think it's that close. Like, the Charizard one is cool, but I feel like this one is just what I think all the ETBs should look like. But yeah, $90. So we'll see. It sounds like the second wave could be coming pretty soon. So hopefully that does happen. Ideally, have these drop down to $60, $70. But for now, we're sitting here around $90 in ETB. Pretty wild. And this is where it's crazy, like the booster bundles being up where they're at. But look at these booster boxes on the, look at this, the 22nd, we had 312, 228, just like almost as many of these sold as the ETBs, and at 250 about. So they dropped down to 230. I think that's where a bunch of people just swooped in and bought up a lot more, and now we've kind of just settled here at 250. So I don't know if the second wave is going to have many of these booster boxes, and if not, then we're going to just continue to see this one rise up. And I wouldn't be surprised if this one hits 300 like pretty quick, because Ninja definitely kind of has that same pull as Charizard, and I think until we see Phantasmal Flames start to drop down, I don't really see Chaos Rising falling much more, which for me, I'm not crazy bullish on Chaos Rising, so I don't really care if it goes up or down. But I think following the trend of Phantasmal Flames, I think that's a good indicator of how Chaos Rising is going to perform. So let me know what you guys think of this with the Mega Block. It's kind of going sideways right now, and Chaos Rising, I don't think really gave the hobby as much of a craze as Ascended Heroes did. So maybe if we see a pretty healthy Ascended Heroes restock or reprint, maybe that'll kind of start more of the craze back into Mega. But appreciate you guys stopping by, and you have a great week. Peace.